Tonight, reimagining I-35. We're digging into some big ideas being proposed for the future of the freeway. Plus, more people are speaking out about what the future of Visit Duluth looks like as the city pivots in its marketing plans. And later, don't blink or you might miss the fall colors. Why experts say you should plan your color watch for earlier than usual.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Welcome to the CBS3 News at 6. We are taking a live look at the I-35 interchange in front of the deck. And the freeway currently splits downtown Duluth from Canal Park, but that might change. Good evening. I'm Kristen Vaki. Thanks for joining us. A new resolution on the City Council's agenda for Monday could start a conversation about eventually creating a totally new look for the area. CBS3's Quinn Gorham explains what he learned about this big idea.
Well, it was initially proposed by a group called Duluth Waterfront Collective. Their vision to recreate the area behind me and create a more cohesive link between downtown Duluth and Canal Park. Duluth Waterfront Collective believes the way the freeway is currently set up is inefficient and unconnected. They want to transform the area, including the freeway layout, to allow for what they call better accessibility and better safety for pedestrians. But those ideas are now getting some of their most formal attention. The resolution the City Council will consider Monday will encourage the city to begin looking at potential options to transform the area. City Councilor Zach Filipovich says the resolution isn't specifically proposing Duluth Waterfront Collective's vision, but a reimagining in general.
Really taking a look at reducing I-35 down to a different type of roadway or street and not have it be a freeway. It would free up some land.
Even if the resolution is passed, that doesn't mean the project is approved. It simply encourages city administrators to start having early conversations, including research and looking into potential funding options. Coming up at 10, we talk with the founder of Duluth Waterfront Collective and what it means to him to finally have his idea talked about in front of the City Council after years of hard work.
All right, thank you, Quinn. Visit Duluth is considering a small contract offer made by Duluth Mayor Emily Larson after her controversial decision to hire a Twin Cities marketing company for the city. Mayor Larson offered Belmont Partners a $1.8 million contract to take over tourism marketing in Duluth. Larson then offered Visit Duluth a $400,000 contract to continue working on sales and event planning. All would be paid with tourism tax dollars. Visit Duluth leaders held an industry meeting today to discuss their perspective. President Anna Tansky says the mayor's proposal would only allow Visit Duluth to have 2 full-time sales positions, effectively eliminating 4 full-time positions and several other support staff jobs. She says additional resources from the city would be necessary.
We just want this to be a very big conversation and not just Visit Duluth's conversation. This is about much more than the few jobs that are here at Visit Duluth. It's really about supporting an industry that we need to restore and continue to invest in.
Visit Duluth currently maintains partnerships with many local businesses and organizations. Several business owners attended today's meeting. Tony Bronson, president of the Duluth Local Restaurant Association and director of business development with the Grandma's Corporation, claims city leaders haven't asked business owners for their feedback.
There's no reach out to whether it be owners, operators, business associations, any of the people who are going to be most directly impacted by the decisions that are getting made seem to be the ones that aren't at the table, don't have a voice in the process. But seems like this is just another instance of City Hall seeming to know better than everybody else.
Mayor Larson needs City Council support to move forward with the proposal. The issue is on the agenda for Monday's City Council meeting, which will be open for public comment. Larson has defended her choice to possibly hire a Twin Cities firm, saying Belmont had the best pitch. She says opening up an application process in the first place is also part of her goal of being more transparent about tourism tax dollar allocation. For the first time in our region and the state of Minnesota, a county has been issued the worst drought status by the DNR. In Koochiching County, they are facing exponential drought. According to the Minnesota DNR, 78% of Minnesota is in a severe drought, while 7% of the state is seeing exponential drought. And Dave is here now for a first check of the weather. Dave, as much as we need that rain, it sounds like we might have to wait a bit longer.
Yeah, and it won't be coming anytime soon. We'll have to wait at least through the weekend to get it. So in between, because of the drought, we are looking at enhanced fire dangers for most of the area, especially in Minnesota. Near critical fire danger covering in our region, Itasca County, southern St. Louis, Carleton, and Pine counties, Aiken as well. Dry, dry, dry. We need some rain. It won't be coming for a while. And because of higher winds today, there is a small craft advisory. So boaters eyeing up Lake Superior, perhaps tonight is not the night to do that. Taking a look at the big picture, higher pressure has settled into our region, keeping low pressure systems at bay, so it will be sunny and dry and cool to start, but warmer then for the weekend. Taking a look at the short-term forecast then, how cool? Well, the normal is 77. Tomorrow we may only hit 73, but we do warm up back to warmer than normal as early as Saturday, so summer isn't quite done with us yet. Our next rain chance may peak itself into here maybe by Tuesday. We'll talk about the odds of that one paying off coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. Days are getting shorter and temperatures will be getting cooler. And this year, the fall colors could make an early appearance. With extreme and now exponential drought plaguing parts of the Northland, the fall foliage is expected to peak earlier than normal. The stress on the trees has already caused some of them to show their colors. Not only is the fall foliage expected to come sooner than normal, it will also feature less vibrant colors. Janelle Jones with Loving Lake County says they're hopeful that less bright reds and oranges will not turn away potential tourists.
I don't think that the vibrancy is going to make that big of a difference. We have so many leaves up here and so much to offer up here. I think that everybody loves to come up here and enjoy the fall. They enjoy the weather. It's going to be gorgeous no matter what.
The North Shore typically sees peak foliage in late September and early October, but this year peak colors could be seen weeks before that. The nation's top agriculture official was in Minnesota today, getting a first-hand look at the drought's impact on farmers. U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar joined Secretary Tom Vilsack on his trip to Cannon Falls. They toured a farm facing extremely dry conditions. New drought numbers show 42% of Minnesota is under extreme dry conditions. That's up from 35% just last week. Now, as we mentioned, there are also parts of the state facing worse drought conditions. Klobuchar says farmers facing these conditions do need help.
It's making where we've got to make some major changes to the programs, but there's a short term here and now because we want to continue Minnesota's preeminent ranching and the work that we do and how we get food to the rest of the world.
Vilsack agreed, saying the nation's system is not really designed to provide the level of help and assistance for these changing climate conditions we're seeing today. Well, today, Twin Metals Minnesota said it plans to rely almost exclusively on electric vehicles for its proposed underground copper-nickel mine near Ely. Twin Metals officials said using electric instead of diesel vehicles will reduce greenhouse gas emissions from the mine by 65% and will reduce ventilation and heating needs. Twin Metals and the separate Polymet copper-nickel mine have faced opposition from environmental groups. Officials with Campaign to Save the Boundary Waters say the vehicle fleet would make up just a fraction of Twin Metals' total carbon footprint when its electrical needs and shipping are factored in. As kids get ready to get back to school, families in need are struggling to pay for supplies. So to help, two Duluth groups are joining forces. This year, Duluth's Mike Letica is leading another back-to-school backpack drive. He is teaming up with Pez de Villa with the nonprofit Neighborhood Youth Services. With the school year almost here, they are asking the public for donations of basic and necessary school supplies. That way our students can succeed as we emerge from the pandemic.
So I can't even imagine a child that's walking through the school halls and going into class and not even having the basic essentials to, like the rest of the kids, to take notes and write down everything that they have. So I just don't want any child to have to go through that ever. So that's why we do things like this at the backpack drive.
And if you'd like to drop off donations, you can stop by any of these 3 Duluth businesses. Then there will be 2 big pickup events coming up at the end of the month. On August 26th, the drive is being held at Memorial Park in West Duluth. Then on August 27th, you can find them in the Lake City parking lot here in Canal Park. And still to come on Live Local CBS 3, Northland Canine teams are proving they've got some bite with their bark. We'll take you to Operation Canine next.
As our latest dry spell kicked in, temperatures came down, high of 74 today versus the normal of 77. It'll stay cool tomorrow before we warm back up into the 80s for the weekend. We'll talk about our next rain chance after this dry spell coming up after this break.
You're watching the CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS 3.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Culligan, our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Duluth Casino wants to celebrate your birthday with you all month long. Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash as a special birthday bonus.
Did you say every day?
Yes, every day of your birthday month. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. We're celebrating your birthday all month long, so you can
have a great time out at Fond du Lac.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
The 130th Carlton County Fair is August 19th through the 22nd in Barnum. Check out free laser tag and reptiles all 4 days. Thursday is 4-H Day and tractor pull. Friday is Senior Citizen Day, the dairy show, and oval races. Saturday is Military Day, 4-H horse show, horse racing, and the demo derby. Sunday has horse racing and figure 8 races. Enjoy free entertainment on the grounds every day. Check CarltonCountyFairMN.com for a complete schedule. Let's get back to the fun in 2021 with the Carlton County Fair, August 19th through the 22nd.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart? The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS 3.
It's going to be perfect.
This summer, your favorite celebrities return to their hometowns.
It means the world to me to be back in Boston.
And get to work.
I'm going to just call you Demo Girl. This is for every guy who ever played.
I wish we got that in slow-mo. Welcome to your new home.
Oh, man. It's a new weekend.
I don't even know what to say.
This is just unbelievable. Sheer happiness.
Secret Celebrity Renovation. New Fridays or stream anytime on CBS.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Duluth Casino.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weathermax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Tonight, the weather should be great for the annual Perseid meteor shower. So many years we get clouds and rain this time of year. Tonight, it should be picture perfect with a clear sky coming in from high pressure. We won't call things perfect conditions, though, because we do need rain. The exceptional drought is upon us, and the fire danger is high, but if you turn your eye to the sky tonight, you know, we're going to have a pretty good show to take a look at. So the peak for this meteor shower comes between August 11th and the 13th, and the best time to get out to look is midnight to dawn, of course. You don't want to do it during the daylight, hard to see then. But the forecast for tonight, and probably tomorrow night as well, a clear sky, so the viewing should be great. What we really need, of course, is rain, and maybe by Tuesday we get a shot at that, which we'll talk about after this peek at the current conditions. Right now it's 71 at the airport, 31% for the relative humidity, is helping to egg on the fire danger out there. It's too low, and the winds are too high, westerly, northwesterly, 17 miles per hour, drying out the vegetation even further. Air pressure right now, pretty neutral at 29.9 inches of mercury, or 1,012 millibars, with a big high settling in from Canada. Air pressure readings will go up. Temperatures initially will be down, but then by the weekend, we'll reverse the flow, and it'll warm up back into the 80s. Current temps show low 70s in the Upper Peninsula. Wisconsin's range of temperatures goes from 72 in Solon Springs to 76 in Hayward, with all the other towns in between. Minnesota numbers are as cool as 65 up north in International Falls, even down to 64 up the Gunflint a few miles, but as warm as 73 towards Moose Lake, with all those other towns, of course, in between. Low temps tonight likely in the 40s and 50s, followed by another cool day tomorrow. It's Saturday when we warm up once again. Situation today. We did have a small low-pressure system work by the Canadian border last night and then spin its cool front through parts of Wisconsin, kicking up a few isolated showers here and there, but that's departing, and now with the higher pressure taking over, we see the sunnier sky up above most of our towns. Tonight, we're going to have that clear sky because of the high-pressure system. That'll keep it clear at night and sunny during the day from Friday through Monday. But, of course, we do need rain, so we're pinning our hopes on that, on this low-pressure system that's forming up on the lee side of the Rockies. That's a great zone for cyclogenesis, the technical term for birth of low-pressure systems. And by the time this thing is born and migrates here by Tuesday, the best we can expect is a 30% chance for showers, isolated thunderstorms, but both for Tuesday and for Wednesday. So hopefully we get a little bit out of the deal here. Tonight's deal in Minnesota, you get a range of low temps. That'll go from 42 on the Mesabi range to 55 down around Park Point. Mostly clear sky with a northwest wind still gusting towards 20 miles per hour. A little bit gentler with the winds in Wisconsin, Michigan. Low temps there about 45 to 50. Tomorrow, sunshine, Wisconsin and Michigan, with highs from 70 to 75, the normal 77. Minnesotans get 60s up north again, 70s down south with sunshine. And sunshine rules supreme through the weekend into Monday. By Saturday, we go back into the 80s. Summer not done yet. And Tuesday and Wednesday, those are the 2 days with at least slight chances for showers and thunderstorms.
All right, thanks, Dave. Northland Canine teams are back on display tonight as the 7th annual Operation Canine is taking place in Superior. And CBS 3's Natalie Grant is live for us at UWS tonight. Natalie, you've been there for a while now. I'm sure you're having a blast.
Oh yeah, Kristen, you can't really get much better than this, seeing dogs, these dogs in their prime forms out here. We've seen lots of demonstrations today. We've seen them kind of go through the different tactics between agility, jumping over different hurdles, as well as what it takes to sniff out explosives. We also did a meet and greet just a little bit ago where everyone was able to go up and meet their favorite canine and their handlers. Now, out of the 14 teams that are here this year, 8 of them are new to their department since the last time this event took place back in 2019. So it's definitely a great turnout from all these Northland teams. But today I'm joined here with Chief Alexander from the Superior Police Department. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good evening.
Well, it's been quite an exciting year here. It's nice to have Operation K9 back in your city here. What does it mean to you guys as a department to have this back, as well as someone who's worked with this for quite a while?
Sure. Well, we obviously love hosting events like this in our city. It's a beautiful venue for it, and it's really a good opportunity for community policing too. Community members get to meet our officers on, kind of a more friendly basis here, and everybody gets to know each other a little better. The foundation's great. I've been on it since it was formed. It's a fundraising tool to raise funds for these expensive dogs that keep our officers and our community safer. Example of foundation for Superior PD, we've gone from 1 to 3 dogs with this foundation, with the support of the foundation, and we never would have been able to do that without that type of help. And seeing all the community come here to help us support that and fulfill the mission is just great.
Absolutely. And so when you hear community support of what this event brings to you, what's kind of the main thing that community members are telling you of their favorite part?
I think it's the demonstrations. I mean, everybody likes to see the dogs. I mean, maybe second in line is for the kids, the bounce houses, but most people really enjoy that meet and greet with the dogs and getting to see all of the capabilities, what they actually can accomplish.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now, the action continues tonight until 7:30. If you'd like to come down here to the UWS football field and check it out for yourself. And again, all proceeds from today are going to these Northland K9 teams. For now, Kristen, I'll send things back to you.
And what more can you ask for? Some very talented dogs and a bouncy house. Thank you so much, Natalie. Have fun.
Exactly.
Well, from one sport to another, Kelly's here.
Oh, you stole the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
From one D3 football field because she's over at UWS.
Yes, she is. There we go.
CSS football has not been on the gridiron in over 500 days. That changed today. Sports is coming up next.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
This is the internet that keeps the TV streaming, the meetings zooming, the playlist flowing, and the doorbell showing anybody home? Who's coming and going. This is the internet that powers the workout, that does the homework, that makes the lights work, that makes for light work, and makes...
Don't forget to pick up Charlie.
...your life work. This is the internet that keeps it all connected and has hundreds of people who ensure it's protected.
Nice try, hackers.
This is the internet voted best because it's extreme, nothing less.
One look, you know. I gotta have it. You know I own it, own it. Everything I want, I got it. It feels so right, feels so fine. Everything I want, I got it.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
The Royal Enfield Bullet was designed in 1955 and not updated until 2008. It takes an experienced hand to keep one running. I've ridden in the rain and the snow, but prefer not to. That's why motorcycles and meteorology go together so well. It also takes an experienced hand to make an accurate riding forecast. As our region's longest-serving meteorologist, I think I have the touch needed to get it right.
Watch Dave Anderson weeknights at 5, 6, and 10.
Go to the ends of the earth.
Very pleasant place to be.
I couldn't ask for anything more.
And reach for the stars.
Where's the Oscar? Oh, this is great.
Do you still love it?
I do.
But wait, there's more. Experience thought-provoking. It was literally like Groundhog Day.
I do know what makes a good movie.
Innovative.
It's hard not to overflow.
And truly original reporting. Because there's always something new under the sun on CBS Sunday morning.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
$589 days. That is the number that represents the longest drought the St. Scholastica football team has ever withstood since their last live football game. Well, today that drought was over. They hit the field for day one of practice. 5, 3, 5, 6, 6. This year's squad has a few new changes for the 2021 season between two new faces on the coaching staff, a new conference in the MIAC, and only returning 6 seniors. Head coach Mike Heffernan says he truly cannot put into words, though, how excited he was to be back in action as his team has been gearing up for several scenarios. But he zeroed in on their new normal throughout this journey heading into the MIAC.
The most exciting part to me about hitting the MIAC is the tradition. I mean, anytime you enter one of the oldest football conferences in the country and in the history of college football, it's a pretty sweet privilege, and we're excited to be there. We need to continue to trust our process, and just like I tell the guys, as we have all the small victories, that's going to lead up to the big things in the end.
The good news is it's the largest roster CSS has compiled since 2015. And it's a younger squad, but Heffernan sees that as an opportunity for competition. No starting roles have been named. He says that'll come together in the next few weeks. And senior season has finally come for UMD linebacker Nate Pearson. After a career of working for more playing time with the Bulldogs, Pearson has earned a spot as a captain. The former Northwestern Tiger redshirted during his freshman year in 2016 and then started to earn his way onto the field in 2017. He tallied 29 tackles and a blocked kick. In 2018, he made it tough to keep him on the sidelines with 6.5 sacks and a pick six in an NCAA playoff game. Pearson led the team in sacks in 2019, and now he's primed for one last ride with the Bulldogs after waiting out COVID in 2020.
It means a lot to me. It's like playing in front of my friends and family, especially the people I grew up in front of, and now being able to represent UMD football as a captain, as a starter on defense, hopefully. It means a lot to me. I mean, we're all excited to get back onto the field, play football, do what we love. We've all put in a lot of work, and now it's time for that to pay off again.
He's currently the only Northwestern alum on UMD's roster. Pearson is one of 5 Bulldog captains this season. The Milwaukee Brewers have been on another level since the start of the second half of the season. They've gone 16-7 and have an 8-game lead in the division. It also doesn't hurt that the last 3 games have come against the Cubs, a team Milwaukee is 13-3 again. Buckle up, because if you thought last night's game was a dominant wild one, you haven't seen nothing yet. Top of the second, Brewers already up 1-0. Jace Peterson starts to heat up early, cranking a 2-run shot out of to center off Kyle Hendricks, putting the Crew up 3-0 early. A lucky little Chicago fan caught the ball, but wants nothing to do with Milwaukee, throwing it back onto the field, much to the enjoyment of the other Cubs fans. That's just salty. But you can see why. Brewers jumped to a 5-1 lead by the top of the 5th. Chicago riding it out with Hendricks on the mound, and Manny Pina says, "Thank you very much," tallying a grand slam to really blow this one open as if it already wasn't. Just Pina's 8th home run of the season. 9-1 Brew Crew. They go on to dominate 17-4 the final. That's not a baseball score. Their road series continues tomorrow at Pittsburgh. I'd be mad too. I'd just throw it back. I don't want that home run.
That is hilarious. True fan there. Yeah. Thanks, Kelly. A more inclusive playground was unveiled today at Greenhaven Elementary in Hibbing. The new space is designed for children of all abilities to interact and play. Planning for the project started more than 2 years ago, and volunteers raised more than $250,000. Greenhaven students have provided some feedback to make the playground what it is. Well, Dave, pretty nice day to head to the playground today.
Yeah, the weekend should be that way as well. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, higher pressure will bring sunshine from Friday through Monday. High temps as warm as 85 by Sunday. Then our next rain chance might be with us come Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.